Running has always been pretty easy for me. Easier than everything else, I should say. Running's always a challenge. Even if you're in shape, I feel like it's tough. But it's definitely where I felt the most comfortable. And when looking at the whole Ironman, I'm like, okay, I know at the end of the day, I can figure out the run. Like, I'll be good on the run. It won't be easy, but I can do it. I ran the marathon last year after the hospital, and I'm like, I'm definitely gonna feel different than then, right? And then I ran another marathon, I think like a month and a half ago down in Phoenix with a buddy, and I'm like, okay, like really, I have this. But that's so different just running a standalone marathon, which is difficult enough for sure, than doing it right after 112 miles on the bike. So 6.5 hours, whatever it is, of just endlessly, aggressively pedaling. And then that is following an hour and a half in the pool of non-stop laps and swimming, right? So that's a whole other situation that's very much uncharted territory for me to do this big run at the end of the day after already putting in a total of whatever, 8.5, who knows, hours of endurance. That is intimidating, for sure.
Today is a world record day, which is really cool. It's really cool to be a part of. James Lawrence, the Iron Cowboy, he did 50 Ironmans in a row, 50 consecutive days in 50 different states. Today, he's over halfway through doing 100 in a row. So he did that before. This is the new endeavor. New world record. It's called Conquer 100. So it's cool to be a part of. So he's officially broken his last world record. And every day from now until 100 is a world record every single day.
We're almost there, Johnny!
About 4.5 miles, taking it real chill.
Awesome day, world record #1 right here, 51.
Yeah, it's awesome to be a part of. And there's so many people here, so definitely motivating. And I mean, we're jogging a quarter mile, walking half a mile, so totally doable. Even after the bike ride, like this is manageable. Now, again, that's 4.5 miles in. So check back in with me because that may not be the case. 23.5 about. We're doing it. Oh, Brendan again. His body hurts. Energy's pretty good, but my knee hurts, my body just, it's a long day, you know? But almost done, almost there. 20 forward. Doing good. The lighting's getting beautiful. Does it look good behind me? Is this a good shot? I'm hurting in places I haven't hurt before. This isn't the most difficult pace or anything, but you stack it onto a really long and intense bike ride, and I'm in uncharted territory right now. My body has not felt this all together in one place, so uncharted territory, man. You only can do so much to prepare for it physically, but at the end of the day, there's always a new frontier in what you've done, so it's gotta be the mental side of things lets you know you can do it. So yeah, it's all mental for sure. So I'm not gonna drop dead. I talked about before. I'm not like gonna die right now. I can do it, but your body is a really good attorney. Your body is a really good lawyer and makes a pretty compelling case. Really good argument. But anyways, at the end of the day, you're the judge, and you decide, you know, the verdict, I guess. And I know I can do it, so just one foot in front of the other. It's crazy how having so many people just brings a lot of energy. Because we've just been beating pavement, you know?
I felt that energy too when they all showed.
How much farther is it? We have 1 mile. Final stretch, baby. Feeling great. Feeling blessed. That's what it is. Feeling blessed. Everybody coming up, we're gonna make a right. Looks like we're running the last mile in, no brakes, which is good. Look at all these people, man. Community breeds energy, support. I mean, we're running at a faster clip than we have the whole time, so that's pretty cool, I think. Leverage your community, leverage your support system. I mean, look at this. I can't imagine what he feels like, you know? I feel like $1 million, but I can't imagine him knowing that he's the cause of all of it. It's cool. It's very cool. I didn't even do the whole thing today. I feel pretty emotional. He's almost on 2 months now.
Yeah, heck that. Just every day, just.
It's like if he can do it for almost 2 months, I can do it for a day.
Yeah.
Who knows? Maybe even 2 days in a row.
Yeah.
Not committing to anything. I was not. Thank you.
Swim today too?
No, just bike and run.
Nuts.
My body is hurting and kind of like throbbing, you know, aching. It's just a lot of time to be putting wear and tear on your body in a day. So I'm feeling all of that. I'm feeling, I'm very aware of all my extremities, but I feel better than I thought I would. So the nausea part's weird, but besides that, finish strong, feel good, and glad to be done. My body doing this bike ride versus the last bike ride, night and day. Still really hard, and we went way fast, and still was tough, but man, I feel so much better.
How much of that do you think is mental?
Well, I think, yeah, there's always a piece of it that's mental. And once you kind of cross the line in the sand of what you think you're capable of or what you've done before, then your mind aligns with your body and it says, oh, okay, so for the record, we can do that. We can do that. And so I have a new baseline, you know? And so I already know I can do it, and that does unlock a different perspective on then doing it again and then again. Which is why people don't need to rush out and try to just do insane things and create crazy New Year's resolutions and go 0 to 100. They need to just start with where they're at. And where's your baseline today? And just push that baseline. Just go a half step past it. And then you'll have a new baseline. And then a new baseline. And slowly, through consistency, you'll crack into whole levels of intensity that you never thought you could. I never thought I'd be here. Ever. I definitely didn't think so last year. And I'm really grateful. I'm grateful to be in a place where I can actually push myself to feel pain like this in a way that I'm controlling. So much about autoimmune disease and Crohn's, ulcerative colitis, different things like that feels very out of your control. And it hurts. And so being able to control the pain and bring it on myself is very empowering. And I hope that people can understand that. And anyone with a autoimmune disease, this is for you. And don't start with the unthinkable. Don't start with the impossible. Just start with your baseline and just be consistent. Just show up and do what you can. And slowly and surely, you'll be able to do a little more, until you find yourself, on top of the world, coming into that celebration with all those people. And, it wasn't for me, but, to feel a part of that and realize, wow, what I just did. So it's awesome.